Michael Bwedi Amiche, let me tell you something. Swear to God, so one shiny home. That church called the Maker's Chapel will be a cookie scramble. Read my lips. Reverend Lawrence Tetteh, you can't hide. Come out. Brabe can the crabby check Ghana for.
Yeah, one Jomo about the body God's Son TV Global. And you may you didn't come back. You know, Annan. Now, on a honorable Ken and a Juma. Now, Mokai. Na tunes and sema buy and so for uns and baby bray. Honorable Ken and Kasa Jina much near my so for bebre no my yama missile a mouth for Becca be assem and I gaze in any assem so for be men do about time when you ne manasi when you now copy so hunsem be bray so for Ben York Monsem be by Ben York nano. Yamen fan a currency we free more as of Kukujan hunsem ne dear Adiama. Now, go on say a brand expose in a costume. And so many be on a bar, not because of politics. Then Crawford be whom honorable can let chow panny. I didn't know a chasso, so for Bedu could be more cans and some more kais and some nina. No, and I will go on free na tune. Say a honorable can a saki no so in the free with the attendants were free or new view. Have you see? Za and someone like a kaya on Abolamian Kenyan on Obeka. The no dream, some Kamamia grad among sense, some in a zoo. Honorable can Crawford the chopper bama with chaps would giant in HD. And I will go on said man or twasso. Obet twasso make sure say sanity. Ebeko Christosumu. Na all the bad nuts. Ninjano. The year free Christosumu, especially the religious leaders. Nano. And okay, can or the Dr. Lawrence Tetteh assemble. Is it? Maybe you so feel bunny the assembly no. So for you know who near them. Go. Hey. And Yamia Bufushama as soon as evidence I'm a war. Nsem. So the agent say, "Omo be two musa and an microphone so free." So for I say, I'm say one pastor, Manfred or they are not attack the rock. Is it Manfred or Manfred? Okay, the exact unity. No, na some Obama can be brave. No can no try so for the name of ya. You was Dr. Lawrence Tetteh. On my video course, a home baby. Them say maybe a screenshot. A guanite more can know. Was it Dr. Lawrence Tetteh? Eh, so for our year. The as will be our year. Na quest oh, on Crawford, you know, according to Guanite. The nurture no, or no be Iranian. Obire, Nananian say. Then some will go back on our feed. As I now, Dr. Lawrence said, no, yes, or Cassa. Go to Mrs. Ansemi and Namswa, cum chacha out do you now and some bear more. Now saying, we decided not to talk about these things. Now, Dr. Lawrence said, I be young in Chirimuno, you be boy Raokakra. See, go and I be cocked. Now, her comment now, or Cassa, we no. Crawford says, who ready? Papa no the facial expression in the Mebia. A camera is no crabby and some nako and I can. Doctor said, Miss Kuamakui, I will make sure some run obey Eduma. Then Crawford some Mubutan and saying was answering me when I said, now so for Radinsa almost do not touch my anointed one. Then Crawford, Murafi, Papa, Sisri, Cocratipa, Sisri, Babache, and Quarainiadi. So be a BBT and Yaminipa, or Frost or Srocasa, no one. That's an answer, dear. As of one, or my Jahan 7 or more yen court. Is it a lawyer's nay, you need the Dima as of war? Then I know Hong Kong Casa was striking away. In them. Oh, I would be no say. Okay, go and Casade and Ope, or Peso achieve then. Okay. So far, for beer. the opposite achieve it. And so your questions are grow for bizarre. If you cry no Ghana economy nankasa way, and money grow. Yani a brief pedumaya. So far for being in a sectors as centers are. You know, in here, they are airy. Kutie. Kogwana is a mawaka. And a doctor says, Tetteh and some mawaka. Omodi aboni. Court in a bema. You call. Kogwana is why you're ready. Evidence is crown in there of a court. In Tinsam. Hey. I didn't know. I didn't. I mean, crop for power, my miss you almost say, hey, Ogu. I miss of all. Be out to me, turn a she mamma a bonny way and if not, I can in our toy. So, yard training some. One in Queen Sasa. Papa Casa, I ain't good to hear in 7 within the Alexis. Thank you.
I had two. And yen two noa, munya muhua. A brand expose never called the peak no. Munya muhu. Any kwame Japan, Canada Japan, Echo Traho, Eddie some phone, and yamuhu tete, and a moon Canada Japan. And a moon, the so-called the man of integrity, the so-called the man of the credibility, the so-called the man of the truth. And then on Namhinfa. So shameful. He has misled over thousands and hundreds of supporters all to the abyss. Me, Kweku, Anonwa. Minini and one or kind of crane, Obiso Kweku Bejobo, and then Chamwoni Bejie, Munim Guasie. So despicable. He led about hundreds and thousands, all their hope to them in the promised land. At the time when we wanted Ghanaians to know what is going on in the body of Christ before the very eyes of everybody. No platform. So also because of their political position. Now Obi can say no, Napo ba you bury Brandon Napo. You despicable, shameful people. How dare you people? Mopa munyi Napo. Na me on na mepe. Because asam the whole channel. It does appear say these men in the body of Christ are still running helter skelter. The first person, Monfan Ntoswe, your friend Bishop Etru appear on Odahono. He's been running for God knows how many. On my lawyer ni penny, I mean person mebo lawyer ni din. A well respectable lawyer, ebe din ejlemu. My lawyer ne frame me catch him se kweku enna minti nyabotre na mehwema osofo penny wopie ema yatenase. Enu ano no. And one no, only lawyer no kosia wo play mu and wo dim common a lawyer no catch so kweku na minu no. And one it's been how many weeks, months, Etu appear has disappeared on the radar you know. But I'm not ready to tell a story about him because you hear clarification. We Johnny, honor that honor. It is a unim baby or what? Bishop appear a true appear also a bishop. The munim baby or what mun can channel. Reverend Lawrence Tetteh, you can't hide. Come out. Grabe kan the krebi chere Ghana for. A rabbi and a wuko Congo. E kwakwaye crusader. You call the lady on phone on WhatsApp line. Now she may run out run and that time with me and say, "Oh, you rabbi, who is this lady that Lawrence Tetteh you wanted to do this to? And why is it that we wanted to investigate this case?" Well, at the time when I was on radio, that was where Oko Frey, another bishop in Duncan Williams Chapel called Bishop Quay, to come and front that issue. And Lawrence Tetteh would Bishop Quay of Action Chapel. And Lawrence Tetteh conference is a Lawrence Tetteh intimi said that. Then the next thing was Lawrence Tetteh to go and call the management of FP Communications, Air Hot FM, for them to shut that story and close that story. Yempesa story never. And at 5 o'clock, no, sorry, or called for Trasaku, the chief executive radio station Yanedia. And then the radio station officials also manage it and say, no, Asemno, your man is on Bitraso, and no Mutraso, Kwekwanan, don't say this story again. Just as like Kennedy Japan did to me, I on the 2 TV. And then you trust, bam, Mintian Kabium. Lawrence Tetteh to me and who available that. Lawrence Tetteh, I'm asking you another question. Have you impregnated somebody's wife in London? Lawrence Tetteh, what was the business between you and Sonny Badu? How much was involved? And how much did you take away? The rest, me Kosibio. May catch them when you're ready. Nobody born by a woman. Wait me at threatening me. I am even ready to go to that in Saum. Ready. Send a beer meeting me a cancel me ye more. And to me, they will call to some and why barricade of debe threatening you. The next person also as a sober clarification we are looking for you is the general overseer. Emma sorry the Makers Chapel. Reverend Wine, Michael Bwedi Nyameche, we are waiting for you. Now let me stay a while longer with this guy. Michael Bwedi Nyameche, let me tell you something with the greatest of respect. Do not, I repeat, do not try to use my face like a rag to mop the floor. I swear to God. So one home. By the time I'll be through with you, you are going to suffer the worst part of the credibility and integrity deficit all through your life. And that church called the Makers Chapel will be a cookie scramble. Read my lips. Anywhere, me say, anywhere, I'll be ready to go with you, including International Court of Justice or Hague. I'll be there. Don't try me, okay? Me one of those journalists. Listen to me. Me one of those journalists. What is sikafia bi anase? Mudi ehunehuna ana whatever eba beni na menisu. Don't you try do this again. Reverend Nyameche, Pwedi Nyameche, obi nim na onka nche say I said this. Baby, I would do something I have already stated. Me say, come to the CTV. Come and do your clarifications. As someone we know what to do. But don't sit on the touch lines. Now when you're basa basa, I respect you a lot. Do not try to reduce me like some rag out of the mobile floor. Don't try it. My main country Ghana for me. My sophomore maintain you Monfa also for penny way in Santoso. Reverend Nyameche Monfa Nentoso. Me maintain you I do my job as I have to do. Papa maintain or your software, please maintain. But we must get it done and done straight. He knows what we are investigating. On Nimadia, you're investigating. And on himself, member transitive in cancer. No. But we saw for no catch no so Chanapa. He's a man of many power. On a passport on to Kwanko US or London, anywhere, or even Nigeria on to Kwanonko. I can only say this and nothing more. Me say, or your software catch and say, or China on a passport. Non taking a flight to United States or London or just at the back door, South Africa or Nigeria. Maybe. Other than that, catch and say we need some serious CTV for as we hear clarification. Now also open clarification benya. Ni fanko yenim. Ne baby no. Na two sa na mo ye. Mo di ye gigigigi ni penim twitwi form na two. Mudi ni penim twitwi form obi mekamaminti a unscrupulous scavengers to kwekwana ni asofo bi ekohia agigiska. Damn it, and you tell me ni be bread this time and mube hu di besi Ghana. By the time we are through, more politicians ni bi enema asofo ni bi mube hu, especially at the apex of leadership, so that oil software on Ghana for na madwene enya adwuma. Some of you are bodan for no mute or me software or say a whole woman a obamwa fe ni die ma wukunu or die ni die ma ne software ne chen ni kunu. That's this people of color who always see their men of God like God himself. Mu ni respect ema mu kunom ma software no and a crown them omu ne etiti mu fie ye bibia me kwakumeni so. Whoever the bishop you are, someone who they course, I want a two. Now this one, he did him, the apex of name there, but
it's nonsense of saying you want to trend at the expense of somebody. It's not acceptable.
Doc, when the Agyapong'K amount for person I'm finding out from you, say, Nipa okeke can one say, Wahuneda.
Never.
That was so amount 24 or that one answer day.
That's absolutely nonsense. Is he a court? Is he a court? I mean, that's absolute rubbish. That's totally nonsense. And if that is a misquote, fine. That's absolute, that is rubbish. That is not journalism. Certain legal passion will take its course.
Reverend Lawrence Tetteh. Lawrence Tetteh. Yeah, me makacho untimi nyane. Ewo Ghana. You can run, but you can't hide. Reverend Lawrence Tetteh, you can't hide. Come out. Grabe kan the krebi che Ghana for. A rabbi and a call Congo. A crusader. You call the lady on phone on WhatsApp line. Now she may run and that time waiting here say, or you rabbi. Who is this lady? That Lawrence Tetteh, you wanted to do this to. And why is it that we wanted to investigate this case? Whoa! At the time when I was on radio, that was where Oko Frey, another bishop in Duncan Williams Chapel called Bishop Quay, to come and front that issue, and Lawrence said to Bishop Wayne Quay of Action Chapel. And Lawrence said to Coffin said, "Oh, Major Sem Lawrence said to me said that." Then the next thing was Lawrence started to go and call the management of FP Communications, Air Hot FM, for them to shut that story and close that story. Story never. And at 5 o'clock, no, sorry, or called him for Trasaku, the chief executive radio station Yanedia. And then the radio station officials also manage it and say, no, Asamno, don't say this story again. Just as like Kennedy Japan did to me on the 2 TV. And then you trust, bam, Mintian Kabium. Lawrence Tetteh to me and who available that. Lawrence Tetteh, I'm asking you another question. Have you impregnated somebody's wife in London? Lawrence Tetteh, what was the business between you and Sonny Badu? How much was involved? And how much did you take away?
Is either they have been vindictive or they have been employed by some people to talk trash, or their aim is to undermine people's hard-won reputation. And I think that it's about time we get the Ghana Journalism Association and the National Media Commission and our communication setup to start sanitizing the system, because otherwise people will lose love and respect and the dignity we had for our media space. It's something I'm very concerned about. And if some of us will have to take a while, we have to at some stage.
Omaka Wasamama, Sisi, and meanwhile, you want to come out and face them, right?
Ooh, my brother, it's about time that sometimes
for people to know, say, Enyadia Wushu Bibi. But one on nature say whatever it is, you know, what calm yourself down. But what calm yourself down and Kwafo take advantage of that.
You know what? After some time, there's this saying in Chi that Utra Okasashia Sora you sit on the balls of a fool. He screams. Kotabulu Doron. Sometimes there are people you say, oh, I won't mind. And then they forget that you are not minding not because you have something to hide, but it's because you want to be decent. There are people that you also have to take them through the gutters yourself. And enough is enough. And nonsense must stop. So I'm being honest with you. Our mindset is changed. And some people will go all out to make sure a certain level of discipline. The stupidity and the foolishness must stop. It must really stop. You cannot take people's hard-won reputation and throw it into the gutters. That's absolute nonsense. That's not journalism. That is defamatory. That is vindictiveness. That is malicious. That is not right. And if the laws of Ghana don't work, then there should not be journalism.
Meka say your friend is whatever that transpired with 1 or 2 presenters nominee on your side, you know. Doc, do you think or time and say, as you said, say there are some people that they've been paid to attack you, or what? What is it?
You know, Fifi Pratt, look at the Ghanaian space. There are certain subjects that my fellow pastors are not talking about. There are certain subjects in Ghana today that most of my colleagues who are pastors are not talking about. I want to be as mindful as possible, because certain things are going to take certain time.
Yeah.
But there are certain subjects that are not being talked about. So if you look at it, you realize that certain people are happy to be paid to get certain things done to undermine your hard-won reputation. I cannot see that. In fact, a pastor called me, a very senior pastor in Ghana. He said, Dr. Tetteh, certain things that are going on the airwave, you can take it down for certain people. And certain people must be brought to book. Unless there are no laws in Ghana. There are laws in Ghana. So the law must take its place. Do you understand? We are at the Echewo in Sumo.
Or the war.
I say, it's about time certain people are brought to book properly and are dealt with. The nonsense must stop. You get up one day, you realize how stupid you have been, how foolish you have really been, that you fought battles you have no wings for, that you fought battles you have no ribs for, and by the time you realize, you've gone down the drain. Trust me, I don't really care if it means I get even 1 cedi for getting certain people into the books. I'll go to Osu Children's Home for the orphans and give them the money, or go to the school of blind and give them the money. I'm not looking for money from anybody. Certain people must be taught a lesson for once, and trust me, you go all out. I think I'm educated enough. I'm also, by the grace of God, without being too so arrogant, financially blessed enough. I also think that I've famed enough.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, I'm settled enough. I'm in my 60s. I'm not young.
Yeah.
I am in my 60s.
Handsome pastor.
I am in my
Handsome
60s.
doctor.
So certain people will just realize that, oh, you think you've gotten away for a long time. But this time, every day for the thief.
One day for the master.
You understand? And there are certain people who make certain statements about pastors which are not criminal. You just want to remind them, but they're not criminal. Every pastor is supposed to be a womanizer. Nonsense. If the pastor is a womanizer, assuming the pastor is even a womanizer, which is not something I'll comment, it's not criminal. Every pastor is cheating people to take monies from them. If the pastor takes an offering from people, it's not criminal. In fact, if the people decide to go and give the pastor their money, it's not criminal. And so there are certain basic things. There are certain basic things that we don't realize, that by the time you realize, you have to. And this whole nonsense in Ghana, this one slept with this one slept with this one, and Kwasasem.
No, a band is a crowd like a non Efanipa.
No, it's okay. It's fine. And it is all part of the gospel. Don't forget that the popular you become, the more you have stone thrown at you. It is the mango tree that has mango seeds ripe on it that will throw a stone at. There are certain people, nobody will take them because we're not trained. But it's nonsense of saying you want to train at the expense of somebody. It's not acceptable.
Doc, where the Agyapong'K a man for person I'm finding out from you, say Nipa okeke can one sem wahuneda.
Never.
Obiti se kwekwa na unshia neda.
I don't even want to talk about it. But it's the least of my problems.
And unshia neda.
I've never met him.
Enti whatever it is, though, omo kyerɛ sɛ ebi ɔne Ghana for be ya adwea. Nkrɔfo a asɛ o you feel sɛ or that was o mal 24 or that one answer day.
That's absolutely nonsense. Is he a court? Is it a court? I mean, that's absolute rubbish. That's totally nonsense. And if that is a misquote, fine. That's absolute. That is rubbish. That is not journalism. That is treating. That is threatening. That is encroaching on my privacy. That is also harassment. That is harassment. That's not journalism. That is not journalism. So I this thing is going to another level. So I think I would have rather preferred we don't even talk about that. There are so many things we can talk about. Certain legal passion will take its course. It should take it all to the very end. That's all. So I'm not upset. I've just decided to make sure the law takes.
But baby, I had to. Because as you can say the foundation, you have a family, you have a friends, you have loved ones and stuff like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, sir. It's only a gullible Christian who will hear some of those rubbish and be happy. If you look at the people who talk about certain people, you look at them, you look at even the adrenaline from which the people talk, it can only be something. It can only be something. So don't worry. It's as for the individuals who I don't even want to name anybody. I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in is that there are laws in this state. If the Media Commission or the Ghana Journalism Association or the Communication Center is not able to take it up, we have courts. We have circuit courts, we have magistrate courts, we have appeal courts, we have high courts, we have Supreme Courts. We work. And there are judges who are independent enough to make independent decisions. That's all. You don't waste your energy. I mean, there are certain things I don't have to waste my energy to solve. Do you understand? If the person physically comes to attack you, that one, you have every right to defend yourself. And it's something I'm telling pastors. I look as if a lot of pastors in Ghana are being cajoled and monies are being collected from them. I'm hearing a lot of people going around, so they'll mention somebody's name, then they mention the person's name again. Then you can tell, say, Afa. Then certain thing, come and see me. That's nonsense.
Come and see me, no? What meaning what?
How can you sit down here, and call somebody that should come and see you because you have an information? If you have an information, take it there. Throw the information there. Don't throw, and it's like you send people to the public judgment. In everybody's society, there are people who will not like certain people. So when you send it like that, a lot of mad men and mad women in town. There are people you see them with very nice dresses and all that, but they are mentally unstable. If you don't think you'll be listening to a mental person and you think you have something, you have nothing. By the time you realize that you're speaking to a mad person, it's too late. And so I'm here because of you.
Nice.
I came to celebrate your birthday. As for the decision there, I think my family and I have sat, we've concluded on certain things, and I think that we are going all out.
Nice one.
So don't worry yourself. I mean, I will not even waste my energy on certain people. And there are people who don't even know what you're talking about now. I don't even need to waste my energy on it. They give the devil attention, it gives you direction. Certain people, for once, must be brought to book and discipline. And unless the laws of the state doesn't work.